Me and Mr. Wilder, me and Mr. Hilder are taking a little road trip out in the woods, and when we're in the truck, we turn on the radio and we were listening actually to the Canadian news, because we're so close to the border here. We get Canadian news. So this is really interesting about what's going on in Canada, because Canada has a goal, not the people, but the government. Canadian government. They want to legalize pot by Canadian Day next year, and the conditions, the terms that the government is setting is that they have control over distribution,
the product, and
pricing.
I mean, they just want to collect the cash.
They want to collect the cash.
They want to be part of they want to be the drug dealers.
Yeah. Yeah, so
before it was all immoral and bad for when like the drug dealer was selling it.
Yeah.
He needs to go to prison for like the rest of his life. But suddenly it's okay for the government to do the same thing, collect the cash, and everybody's happy. And be the
distributor. Yeah, the weed producer and distributor, and that's all okay. And then this is my question: what happens to all those people who are serving jail time, prison sentences for selling marijuana? And now that the government is going to flip and it's going to be legal because they're controlling the product, what happens to those people? Do they get out of jail for free? Huh? No. What do you think? Do you think they're going to get out of jail for free?
The government, there's no getting out of jail for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand, is how the government, you know, it's like they can set whatever standards they want, morally or immorally, whatever they want, and it's the people that have to suffer. And it really is, because now that's what Canada's doing. They're saying it's okay. It's okay because they're controlling it. And there's probably a lot of people who have been sitting in jail or in prison and their lives have been ruined. And I'm not saying, trust me, I'm not advocating that what they did was okay, selling pot or whatever. But you know what? When it comes to crimes, are you kidding me? I'm just going to give you my opinion. Are you kidding me? We've got pedophiles out there. We've got murderers out there. We've got some really bad people out there. And I mean, I've heard stories here in the United States of some of the people who they had some weed on them. They ended up going away for a long time.
How many people do you kill and I don't do weed. I don't have nothing to do with none of that stuff. I might have like a beer once a year or something. But it's like, how much does weed kill? Probably zero. All the people I met when they're on weed, they're just like non-violent, want to relax and chill out. Alcohol? Alcohol. 100% legal.
Yeah.
Get trashed, want to fight, be violent, kill people, smash cars up, run people over. Yeah, you pay those consequences, but meanwhile the damage is done.
Yeah.
And then Monday morning, you get up and you go to work. Woohoo! I don't get it. Yeah. It makes no sense. You know why? Because the government benefits. Same thing with smoking cigarettes. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody that smokes, but I mean, come on. Bottom line is, it's going to damage your health down the road, and then who's got to pay for it? Me, the healthy guy. Known fact: you inhale inhale smoke in your lungs, it's going to be bad. Yeah. So what does the government do? They tax the living crap out of it, and then, you know, by the nature of smoking, a lot of poor people smoke. They can't afford it. But the government's making all those tax dollars off of them. I mean, like a pack of cigarettes probably cost $1, and you're paying $5 in taxes. Does it make sense? Makes sense for the government, though. I don't know. I don't really know why we have seems like we shouldn't be having the government.
Yeah, you think? Oh.
Maybe we'd be better off with anarchy. Things would get.
Mr. Hilder wants anarchy. I don't want anarchy.
Yeah, I wanted that. But
I know, but this is, you know, these are some of the conversations
that we have. They're just like the mob. They're the mobsters. Yeah. And then we got to follow their rules, whether they're right or wrong. It's like, well, I just go by common sense. It's like, you don't get to be a political genius to figure a lot of this stuff out. Yeah. You're being screwed. That's why I just stay out here in the woods and
Yeah.
don't worry about this stuff.
And we have conversations about this every now and then, and you know, here we are. We're in the truck and we turn on the radio and the news is on, and this is what Canada is talking about, legalizing marijuana. And then we have these discussions like, is that right? What about the people still in jail? What about alcohol? What about cigarettes? Look at how the government, you know,
they benefit.
They benefit off of our backs once again, and it doesn't make any sense.
Well, Washington, the state right next to us, marijuana is legal, so everybody drives over there to get their marijuana. When they come back here, and then you get caught and you go to prison.
Yeah,
but it's totally legal to go over there and do whatever you're doing.
Exactly. And this is the thing, as a nurse too, I'm sorry people, there are good benefits to the use of marijuana. The marijuana oil is, they've done research with kids who have grand mal seizures and certain types of seizures. The oil is very beneficial, it's good for pain. You know, we overprescribe. Look at what we prescribe people. Oxycodone, fentanyl patches, Darvocet, you name it, Ultra, whatever. There's so many, you know, and the anti-anxiety meds. Me being a nurse, people are addicted to this stuff, addicted, and they, you know, and it starts off with a legal prescription.
Everybody says marijuana is a gateway drug.
Yeah, and then marijuana is the gateway drug.
Gateway to
prescription drugs are becoming the gateway drug.
That's the gateway drug.
Yeah, and you wait, the government will probably get involved in prescription drugs. Why? Because they make a lot of money.
They already are.
Well, right now the pharmaceutical companies are making a lot of money.
The government's benefiting.
Yeah, somehow. But you know, you look at that. So you know, we drive around, and we listen to the news, and these are the conversations we have. I don't know. Are you guys having the same conversations, and not getting this? Are we missing something? I don't know. Are we missing something?
I don't know. You just go vote, and people seem to think that solves everything.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. Just vote. Oh, our vote's going to change everything.
They give you pick A and pick B. And meanwhile, the system's still the same.
And that's why when it comes to the whole government thing, that's the thing. People argue about Trump versus Hillary and Obama and Bush and all that stuff. It's like, don't be fooled. The government is not our friend. We should support our enemy. We should support our president.
You're going to go be groaned for.
Well, it's the truth, though.
Yeah, but you shouldn't support the president right now, you know. And I'd rather have Trump get in than Hillary, but still, don't matter which president, because this war thing with Syria, it's not. Well, some are calling it war, some aren't calling it war. If somebody shot bombs at us, would that be an attack on our country? Of course it would be. We went over and bombed their airstrip because of supposed reports of gassing children and all this and that. Do we have any evidence? Well, the media tells you they do. It's like Putin said, show the evidence or it don't exist. Constitutionally, this is not right. And all the presidents that have done anything to do with war, it's been wrong because they don't get the confirmation from Congress, and Congress looks the other way. They have 90 days. They can only do like in some kind of dramatic dangers or whatever, and they do this kind of stuff, and no one calls anybody out on it. It's like, oh, the politics are supposed to figure that out for ourselves, but you look at the Constitution, and it's like, what's this Constitution? The Constitution's jack crap. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean jack. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I got better things to do.
Yeah, that's our tidbit for today's video, and probably going to have a lot of controversy because there's a.
Well, I don't know.
But who knows?
It kills me. It kills me. We'll have people that watch the video and they'll be calling us hippies and liberals and all this and that. I'm like, what the frick, people? You come hang with me for a bit and you'll see what you'll see.
You're a hippie, Mr. Hillary. You're a hippie, and you're married to a hippie because I got dreads.
Yeah. The people that are the liberals.
And there's nothing wrong with hippies either. Just saying.
No.
But it's funny how people do try to label us, and they try to figure out what we are. Well, what we are is a couple living off the grid in the mountains, just trying to live.
Common sense rules around here.
Yeah. Well,
so
not all the time.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Bye, friends.